Hi, I'm Pierre. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Statys. Half of all SMEs worldwide lack access to finance. And the problem is due to the high cost and complexity of the risk analysis process for both large financial institutions, banks, as well as fintechs and alternative lenders. And in the MENA region alone, the problem is $240 billion as a credit gap for small businesses. Statys provides a risk analysis as a service powered by artificial intelligence, and our API-first solution provides insight as well as automation to both financial institutions as well as fintechs and developers. Our objective is to both reduce the default rate on existing lending as well as open up access to thin file businesses, therefore increasing the total size of the lendable market. So how does it work? Well, we take structured data of both financial and alternative categories, and we use a specific technique in artificial intelligence called deep learning in order to be able to provide faster, cheaper, more accurate risk assessment. The types of data that we cater to are both traditional financial data points, including bank data and credit bureau information, as well as merchant data, such as payments information, alternative data, including social feeds, as well as biometrics and behavioral information, including linguistic sentiment analysis and facial analytics. And this really gives us a comprehensive view of an SME's risk profile. So as I mentioned, we're API first as a business model, but we also provide embeddable UI components to our customers to allow for ease of deployment. And our revenue model is on a per request basis, API access basis, with tiered subscription pricing. So traction to date. Well, we've analyzed over 12,000 small business loans, and in that cohort, we've shown that we can reduce default rates by 70% relative to current market benchmarks. So a little bit about the team behind Statys. We've worked together before and previously built a fintech company, which we bootstrapped up to $1.8 million in ARR, working with banks like Barclays in the UK, as well as ICICI, as well as the public sector. The team itself has expertise not just in fintech, but in technology for big financial services. Our CTO, Jamie, previously worked in HSBC's Applied Innovation team, and our chief data scientist, Flynn, most recently won the NASA and European Space Agency hackathon globally for data science. We have 3 specific objectives at the moment. We're currently being accelerated by StartUp Bootcamp in partnership with HSBC, as well as Visa and the DIFC. We are seeking further pilots. We have 1 pilot in the region with a large regional bank, seeking further pilots with financial institutions as well as fintechs. And finally, we're talking to investors about a seed round of strategic investment. Thank you very much. I look forward to your questions and talking to you further about Statys.
Thanks, man. That was a really comprehensive, very well put together presentation. Just a quick one. It is a crowded space in terms of getting data across. Which markets are you kind of going after? I mean, how much of this is self-service?
So we cater towards 2 different categories of data, external and internal. Internal would be at banks, for example, data lake that we could use internal financial data largely that they currently have. But we then also can aggregate and verify and analyze self-permissioned external data, which we provide to a customer the ability to collect that through a widget, an embeddable UI element. So it's a combination of data that the financial institution would already have on its potential users of SME lending, but also data that we collect on their behalf.
I'm just wondering if you could talk a little bit more about the traction. You've clearly got good traction at the moment, but how much of that is generating income?
So we're only a year old. Most of that time has been spent building out our modeling, which of course is our special sauce, is the use of deep learning artificial intelligence for the purposes of financial modeling, risk modeling. We've just come to the MENA region to go to market. We feel the MENA region is ideal for us from the standpoint of really interesting issues around risk and banking and financial services that we can make a significant impact on. particularly in the SME, but also potentially down the line retail lending spaces. So for us, really now, it's about building out those pilots and POCs. We have one already committed in place, and we're talking to banks, regional, local, tier one global banks, and also fintechs, alternative lenders, about further pilots.
Good evening. My name is Ahmed Alsanadi, CEO and founder of Evno. Ladies and gentlemen, in Bahrain alone, there are about 300 events. It's already planned this month. The organizer of this event is spending a lot of time to find the right suppliers, advertising their events, as if he has building a ticket box or ticketing system. On the other hand, we missing a 60% of this event because we all seen things happen around us, but so late. Or sometimes we don't know about these events. Evno connecting extraordinary events with people. Evno is an automated platform to organize any kind of event, activities, workshops. It has a dashboard for organizer and discovery for our user. And it's available in Android, iOS, and web. Let me walk through our demo. To add a new event, you just need to type the name of the event, select category and type, and click submit. In last 2 minutes, the system will be check the information and will be approved if the information is okay, and go live. Our ad is we have already built-in ticketing system integrated with the local payment gateway, credit max, and benefits. Also, we localize by region, and we're supporting the Arabic language in our platform. Our dashboard will give you access to our suppliers like flower shops, restaurant catering, venues, and more. Also, the notification feature will be updated you day by day by all upcoming events in Bahrain. However, Evno is free. We just charge our organizer annually subscription until $300, and we have also a commission base between 5 to 15 per ticket. In last 4 months, we have more than 200 active daily users, more than 600 downloads. And also, we have 30 event organizers, more than 70 authority suppliers. And we're very proud to select us by Tourism of Bahrain to pitch our idea in tourism, in World National Tourism event. And we also starting sell tickets. And we sell more than $5,000 in just one event. This is my team. I built apps for 3 years. I have 2 running companies. Sadiq, my partner, he's building a multiple branding. Ahmed, our business development, he have experience in online and offline marketing. We ask $200,000 to increase our marketing, add more feature for our platform, and support our customer. So please, scan this barcode and download the application. Thank you.
Ahmed, thank you. Time for some questions.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
How old is the company?
4 months.
How much revenue are you making right now? Besides
We
the
make,
5,000?
we sell more than $5,000 and we get 10% commissions around $500.
And how much have you spent so far to set up?
We expense in our team. So I'm developer and
How
I
much?
have the
Cash.
cash. We don't pay cash.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, thank you for the presentation.
Thank you.
So you are ticketing company, platform that's organizer came in and register his event and you sell ticket on behalf of him to the
Yeah, and
audience.
also connecting the event organizer with suppliers. So if you want to build the event, we give you a list of suppliers like flower shops, restaurant catering, venues. You just select what you want and build your event through one dashboard.
And your fees, it's based on the supplier's
There are
transaction or the ticket transactions?
two types for fees. We have a subscription for annual, $300. And if you have a ticket and just one-time event, we charge a commission based between 5 to 50. It's depending the number of tickets, the price of tickets, and
One very quick question. Well done, actually. That was very good progress in 4 months. Amazing. Quick question. It's always interesting, the exits in this. So for me as an investor, where do you think this would exit to, or who would maybe buy this, or what would be your plan from an exit perspective?
to increase on the market.
Yeah, so me as an investor, how am I going to get my money back?
Okay, so right now we're working in get more organizers. We get workshops, activities. So because this is a daily basis event, a workshop and activities, doesn't make money for us and to make the business stable. Until we find the big events, we need to go with these small, medium workshops and activities and small, medium events until we make the business stable. Then when we can catch the big events and we gain a lot of money. So also we planning to go to Saudi Arabia. Just we want like stay in Bahrain for 6, 7, 8 months to check everything, check the process. Then we want to extend to Saudi Arabia because the volume of Saudi Arabia will give us a lot of money.
Thank you. I think there will.
Hi. Let me start by saying, if you are not running Symbol, you are doing it wrong. My name is Amjad Albu. I'm the Sales and Business Development Director at Lazywait, and this is my twin brother, Asad, the CEO and founder. At Lazywait, we believe that we are simplicity agents. We believe simplicity should not affect only business owners, but rather should affect all the stakeholders, the employees, the customers, and the business owners as well. That's why we created what we called the Simplicity Alphabet. Today, we'll let you know how we created that alphabet. In 2014, at Hangout Coffee Shop, they reached us and told us we need a solution for our crowding customers. We're not able to serve all of them, and at the same time, our customer level is going down. So we came up with a minimal viable product where we created a cloud application. We let the customer to book their waiting ahead in their loved place, and once the table is ready, the restaurant manager sends them notification to come by. Through our relationship with Hangout, we came up to no business pains. We partnered with other partners, and since that time, we understood business better. And we created what we call now Lazywait solution. It's not merely application anymore to manage waiting, rather, it's a solution that do waiting management, reservation management, loyalty program, online orders, and much more. And amazingly, we created a POS. That POS attached to this solution. Now our solution makes the business partners or business owners more wiser. They have more reliable data to base their decisions on. We calculated the market size to be around $2.8 billion only in Saudi. Attainable part of it is $1.4 billion. The optimable part is $70 million. We don't have much competitors in terms of the portfolio of products we have, but we have competitors in the online ordering aspect and the point of sale aspect. We consider ourselves in the affordability and rich feature quadrant in both segments. We have 8,000 application users as of now, 60 customers, and we have total of 300,000 transactions as of now. We have an amazing team. We made this amazing solution by our talented team. And we believe with similar team, we can export innovation to the whole world. Why Lazywait now? As you probably know, VAT has been introduced to the GCC country. A lot of the medium-sized, small to medium-sized companies now hesitant on how to do the taxation. we can make this process very easy to all of those
If we could
business owners.
have the closing remarks there, please. Thank you. Closing remarks, please.
Sorry?
Closing remarks, please.
Okay. So moreover, we can simplify their business and they can run the business easier. We are offering 20% equity on $1 million, 50% of which will be used for new territories, 30% on marketing, and 20% on expanding our smart team. At the end, we believe we've been climbing the cliff for a long time. We need a courageous person to push us to fly and jump over the cliff. And if anybody of here can do that courageously, let's speak aside afterwards. If you have certain hesitations or questions, please raise them up now.
Thank you very much. Well done. Time for a few questions, please.
Thank you, Amjad, for the presentation. Can you go back to the traction slide? The 60 customers, you mean restaurant, right?
And?
Outlet? What do you mean by customers? What's the difference between app user and customers?
Yeah, users, this is the users that are signing up into our application. The customers, those are the the direct customers who pays the bills and pays us directly. They are 60 customers who use our point of sale, and they offer as well waiting, reservation, loyalty program to their customers.
I'm wondering if you could just talk a little bit more about the competition that you're facing. There's obviously a lot of incumbent point of sale service providers that could kind of very quickly take over this. What's your strategy to overcome that?
What companies are competing?
So like existing point of sale providers that could kind of take this service in if they
Could you
decided to do
speak
so.
louder a little bit?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
With regards to your competitors, especially in the point of sale space specifically, there's a lot of big suppliers there that provide those services.
Exactly.
What is it about Lazywait that means that you can take advantage?
Yes. Can I take this question? There is a lot of competitors in the world, big names, Clever, regionally, Fodex. But what's unique about Lazywait, it's the localization aspect. There is a lot of solution in the market, but do they fit in the region? Definitely no. Big example, Uber. Uber is a big hit. Then Kareem later, a couple of days came later. He's taken over here. That's what we are doing here. We are doing amazing job like the global competitors, but implemented it locally. We are offering support, enhancement for local requirement.
Also, I would add that it's an overall solution. It's not merely a point of sale, but we can attach to it waiting, reservation, loyalty program. And those work seamlessly together, perfectly together. Once you check out at our cashier, directly your phone will ring and says, congratulations, certain point has been added to your loyalty program through Lazywait solution. This is a slight example. You can book your waiting, and once your table is ready, the phone will ring and says, of course, through point of sale, the store manager will say, we're ready to serve Steve, for example. Automatically, it will show up in your cell phone. All this information collected from all of the channels within our solution will show up in the portal, the cloud portal we have, and based on this data and the KPIs we do through the dashboard, you can make the wisest decisions, we believe.
Good late afternoon, everyone. DMARC 360. In the world of cybersecurity, there is an elephant in the room that nobody wants to talk about. That is that email impersonation is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Now, on a daily basis, globally, there are millions of people who are impacted by email fraud, so much so that some of them lose their entire life saving. The solution is that every single email should be digitally signed. But that is pretty much impossible when you look at that the global email users are 4 billion and individuals cannot really manage all the digital signature keys.
To address this issue, these tech leaders came together in 2014 and started the DMARC framework, which takes the burden away from 4 billion users to email admins of 140 million email sending domains. Now this implementation requires a technology platform, and that is where we come in. The two co-founders and Shahid, Shahbaz, and Zainab in the audience.
Now let's look at the market size. Currently, only 1% of the organizations globally have really adopted DMARC. Only if 25% of the global organizations implement DMARC, we are looking at an annual recurring revenue of $100 billion.
Competing for this revenue, there are 10 major vendors around the globe. We started our research a year ago, started developing the technology 6 months ago, and launched the company 3 months ago, and have already acquired 15 major customers, including 2 central banks, and are in discussions with 50 potential customers to come on board within the next 3 months, targeting 500 by the end of this year, giving us a recurring revenue of $2 million a year.
Inshallah. And that would just be the beginning. Okay. The real challenge for us is how to exponentially grow the adoption rate of DMARC globally. Then it means that we have to make it really easy, efficient, and economical. And that will, if we crack that successfully, it takes us to our next challenge, which is to build an AI engine which can detect and block email fraud in real time, even for the individuals who are not participating in the scheme of this digital signatures.
Our strategy of increasing the adoption rate will make us the first to develop a platform, a multilingual platform, offering online certification and training on DMARC. We have also initiated research on the adoption rate to encourage various regulators to mandate DMARC globally.
Well, thank you. That's our road to positively impacting millions of lives around the world.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Time for some questions, please.
Sorry, guys, that was great, great pitch. But what exactly is the platform?
Okay, the platform is there to receive all the aggregated and forensics reports. Whoever implements that, they need the visibility of what's going on in their email. So we receive all their reports, and we translate it in a readable format. We find out what's going on with their emails, who is receiving it, and who is sending out spoofed emails on their names.
Yes.
Okay, and there's quite a lot of competitors in this. When you go to a bank, pitch to me, tell me what's different. I'm a bank, what's different about you guys?
Okay, first of all, the part which makes us unique, at least in this part of the world, is there is nobody available in this part of the world. The challenge is in implementing, and that's where we are automating it. In our platform, once we put in your records, automatically the system starts telling you what needs to be done on your side. And that we are growing on as well.
I basically had the same question, but I'm also curious. You said you have $2 million in revenue?
We will be getting to 2 million revenue by the end of the year if we get 500 customers on board. We already have about $75,000 booked in 3 months.
From where did you make it and how?
In the Arab world, 2 central banks and some other banks and organizations.
So you're currently serving 2 central banks?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Great pitch again, thank you. Could you just expand a little bit on the team, please, that's building this and getting it to market?
Oh, the team. Okay, so we have the technology director who is managing our technology side, and we have a research and development and company called EDX Labs that manages our finance and admin, so we can focus mainly on improving on the technology.
These 5 team
members. We can just focus on that.
Okay, and what's the relationship between those 2 businesses?
Oh, to us?
Yeah.
Between the 2 of us?
Well,
He's my son.
Specifically, sorry.
Sorry.
I mean,
He's the strategy and growth director, and I'm the CEO.
Sorry, so the business that's doing the regulation and the execution and everything versus this business, what's the relationship between those 2 businesses? If I'm an investor interested in getting involved with only one of those businesses, how does that relationship work?
Which 2 businesses?
EDX Labs.
Oh, EDX Labs is an R&D company which is producing DMARC 360, also producing CTM 360, and another 2 technologies.
Okay, so this is one product business for?
Yeah, EDX Lab, it's not one, each of them are independent companies.
Okay.
EDX Labs is just an R&D company.
Since you are targeting cybersecurity issues, can you elaborate more about the team? Is it, I need to know what's the background of the team.
Background of the team. Me, myself, I'm a computer science graduate. I'm in business of cybersecurity for more than 20 years. I've been servicing in GCC.
Yeah. I'm an MIS graduate, and I've always been into cybersecurity. I've been researching. I've had previous jobs within this field. And people that we hire are all in IT fields, and we train them when they come on board.
He did his first research when he was 15 years old.
Yeah, and that was on search.
And then we have Shahid, who is head of technology. He's already having an experience of 20 years. We have Zainab and Shabazz. They have about individually, like Shabazz and his experience of 3 years. Zainab joined us recently. She's a fresh graduate.
I saw when your son was presenting, he had a look of pride. Now it makes sense why you're looking at him like that. You saw that? Anyway, good job. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I think we'll leave it there. Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Rahul. I am from Datavirgin. We do AI-based intelligence solution to enhance the search and discovery experience for e-commerce websites. So we help them to understand the search query, and we give them the actionable insights which they can use it for developing their customer experience better. So main challenge in the e-commerce for now is like if you are searching for a mobile, you might can see mobile cover as well in the results. So that is frustrating for most of the users. So this is an example which we have actually found in the one of the world's largest e-commerce website. I searched for yellow shirt dress, but I am seeing other shirts also, like which is not relevant to my particular search query. So this is another search query. I search for a sleeveless shirt, but I am seeing like all the shirts with sleeves. So what's the challenge is like nowadays, most of the e-commerce, what they are doing is keyword matching, which is actually not intelligent enough to understand what is that particular search query. So why they are not working? Because like they don't have a natural understanding. They don't have like what that particular users want. They are showing what other users want. So our solution is specific. Like we understand the natural language. We understand the products. We understand the what is that particular customer needs, and we give them the solution. So which can actually increase the, as per our studies, which can increase the 20% of the total revenue of that particular e-commerce website. So we are actually giving an actionable insight dashboard where they can, because like all the search queries will be passing through us, and we know what the users want. Even specific to that particular customer, we can say this particular user needs more of t-shirts than of shirt. So they can actually pitch into that particular customer regarding the coupons or some kind of a marketing towards that particular customer very easily. So this is kind of like proof of our concept. Like we search for a particular t-shirt with a particular brand, we are showing that. So we have spell checking, negation, season specific queries, occasion or festival specific queries. We can identify the size as well. So what the customer, the e-commerce websites get from us is, we can show what the particular users want, we can reduce the bounce users, we can increase the search response time for the results. So this is the market size. Actually in GCC itself, by 2020, it will be our $69 billion business. So
closing remarks, please. Thank you.
Yeah. This is my team. We are 4-member team. We are like 4-year experience in natural language processing and machine learning. And one of my mentor is actually working with Walmart in India. So thank you. That's it.
Well done. Thank you.
That was a great presentation. Well done. And I love the brand. I can't believe anyone hasn't come up with that brand before. It's a really clever name. And so where are you now with traction?
We are now with 2 very good pilots going on. one in US, which is named as differentbabe.com, and one in India known as Kuvu. It's online fashion e-commerce websites. So we are serving them for the pilots.
How fast does it take a company to bring you up to start with you?
It just takes 2 hours to integrate this.
I wonder if you could just talk a little bit about the revenue model, how the business generates money.
Our revenue model for small business is actually per query basis. How much query they are actually doing, we can charge it up on that. For medium scales, we are actually planning for a custom model where monthly basis they have a subscription amount they have to pay. For a large scale business, the same, but amount will be large.
I have a pretty tough question. I don't want to disappoint you, but aren't you competing with Amazon and Alibaba search engines?
So I haven't put the name in the first slide, but that is Amazon's results I was showing you.
Okay, because I know that Alibaba right now has entered the market, and you just take a picture of the T-shirt that you want, and then it gives you exactly the same.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yeah, but the issue with Alibaba, why they are not doing this particular in search query, they have huge amount of data. They cannot concentrate on one particular category, or like, let's say we are now concentrating on only on fashion e-commerce. So we know, like as of now, we have around more than 20K of product listing itself. That means we know much better in the fashion e-commerce or fashion products than them.
No, but they actually have fashion as well.
Yeah, but they are not showing the results which we are showing.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Can you go back to the market size? How you calculate these numbers? Since you are charging for the queries and this is the sales numbers.
Yeah, no, this is the e-commerce market size. So e-commerce market size in like total world, it will go up to 4.5 trillion by 2021.
Okay.
So if you are specifically targeting e-commerce customers, e-commerce websites, this particular market size can help us to improve our...
But this size for the market sales.
This is the market size for e-commerce.
Yeah, but you charge for queries, search queries. How you compare yourself?
For small businesses, we charge for search queries, number of search queries they are making. For like large customers, there will be fixed cost every month. It's kind of a subscription model.
Even with the fixed fees for every month, you cannot compare yourself with the sales market size.
This is market size of e-commerce. This
Yeah,
is not our...
what you need to boast is the queries market size, not the sales market size.
Like, I will give you an example. If some users come to a e-commerce website, they are searching, right? Then only they will see the results which are coming in. Or they can see whatever they are looking for. So this market size is directly proportional to our market.
I'm sorry, but I can search 100 times to buy something would cost me $2.
So let's say if, let's say I'm just giving an example. If 10K customers are searching in a second in Amazon, if Amazon is our customer, we get that 10K search queries in a second itself. So which can be.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. Okay. My name is Mahmood. I'm the founder of Workhint. With Workhint, we're trying to Uberize the consulting industry. Okay. So Workhint started with a problem. Like, there's an issue that I found in the industry. So we decided to found Workhint. Literally, when you hire a consultant currently from Deloitte or big firms, they pay the consultants, they hire him for an average salary of $400, and they rent out for $3,700. You can take a look here. There's a huge problem with price and access to talents for SMEs, which makes it very hard for them to afford like the consulting services. So the solution is a web platform that empowers independent consultants to meet clients, deliver projects, get paid all from one place. It's better for clients and it's better for consultants because clients can save up to 30% from the hiring cost, and better for consultants because they can make more money working independently and have a better work-life balance. Here's a glance of our platform. It's an online virtual office, we call it, to meet, hire, and pay consultants all from one page. You can take a look here that we the consultant have access to money transaction, to project management, and all the features that he needed in order to work with a client. So the market size, actually, the total addressable market for the gig economy markets is huge, 1.5 trillion, and the serviceable obtainable market is $191 million for the finance and marketing gig economy in the US and the GCC. Our target users, actually, the clients are funded startups and SMEs with sales of 5 million to 30 million riyal. And the consultants are graduates from elite schools, MBAs, and alumni from big firms. We have an innovative process, a growth hack strategy that helped us generate our consultants and attract our clients. We literally, it has been built in-house, and basically we attract both type of users using this strategy. So currently we have more than 1,000 consultants. We have a lot of Saudi consultants, and we've served some clients, and here's some reviews that we have. So the competitor landscape, you can take a look here. Workhint stands with the high quality, less expensive option for clients. Our team, my name is Mahmood. I'm the founder and CEO. I'm the winner of the 100 Startups competition at Badr. And my programmer is Rand. He's a developer, full stack developer. So we're looking for a seed fund. The seed fund to utilize it on different sources. One of them is sales, sales and marketing, and some of them is to develop an application, because currently we are a web-based. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Really great presentation again. Can you just expand a bit on the traction that you've currently got? What startup you're focusing on early stage businesses? How many are you working with, and how many the traction, the actual relationships you're building between consultants and businesses? How many users or?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah. I'm wondering if you can expand on the traction that you're currently seeing on the platform.
Yeah. So currently we have 1,000 consultants, and we have some clients that we served already. We've been operating for a few months only, and we spend $0 on advertising so far. So the big value that we provide for the clients, we prepare the project scope for any kind of service they are looking for. So they post it on a platform, and they are matched with the right consultant immediately within within a few hours. And we help them with the after-sales support. We make sure all the relationship between the client and the consultants is being aligned and being met. And thanks God, right now we all have 5-star success with serving the clients.
Good presentation, thank you.
Thanks.
I have a couple of questions.
Sure.
One, I mean, how do you ensure quality control? So for example, somebody, or do you know the question? Sure. Go ahead, yeah, that's quality control.
Yeah, so for the quality for the consultants, we make sure that their account is linked to LinkedIn. So we make sure they are credible, they have some reviews and some recommendations from other people.
Do you interview them?
We have a review system.
Okay.
Yeah, so other than that, we only send invitation to the consultants. So that way we manage the supply of the quality of them. We make sure they have more than 10 years of experience in the field, and they are alumni or they are alumni from big firms.
Okay, my question was actually going to be if somebody asks for a consultancy or a report or whatever, and there's a dispute between the two.
We do have a customer service that manage that. Since we are small right now, we manage that process actually ourselves. We make sure the scope is aligned and agreeable between both. So we always put the preference to the client, by the way. So that way, if there's any conflict, we try to put, for example, money guarantee thing. We try to fix it in different ways. So it's a customer service thing, and I think we do it very, very well right now.
Okay, just 3 quick questions. How old are you? Not you, your company.
Oh, my company. I've been operating for 6 months.
Okay, and what's your revenue so far?
Currently, we've sold almost 15,000.
Okay, and what's your customer acquisition cost? If you don't know, you don't have to answer. You're not even a year old.
Well, I don't know exact, to be honest, but I think since we didn't spend a lot of advertising, so our hours spent on acquiring these consultants. like these clients is the cost that we have, but I don't have like a number for it right now.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks. Questions?
All right, thank you. Good to go.
Thank you very much.
Right, on to the announcement. I'd like to invite Darren to the stage, who's our head of innovation, to join me. And as is tradition, we'll start with second runner-up, so third place. I'd like to welcome DMark 360. Congratulations. If you'd like to join us, they will receive $10,000 of Amazon Web Service credits. Well done, Asad.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done. Excellent. Right, on to second place. We have Workhint. Congratulations. Well done. $15,000 of Amazon Web Service credits. Finally, we have the first prize.
We have to keep this with us?
If you could just remain on stage, we're going to have the judges up, and we're going to do a picture at the end. Thank you. So without further delay, first prize, I'd like to welcome to the stage Statys. Congratulations. Here he comes, running down. Look at that. Well done, Pierre. Congratulations. Excellent. Right, I'd love to, if we could just invite the judges up on stage. We're just going to do a picture all together. Once again, thank you very much for your support. It's been a fantastic opportunity to run this event. And thanks again to the EDB and to Amazon Web Services. Thank you.